Today is the 23rd day of February in Marshaba, Abaco, Bahamas. It's raining and the sun is out at the place where it all began, right at the airport here. Whatever you want to believe, I keep giving you the story at this airport. We know that Cameron Edgecombe has COVID-19. He has traveled through this weightless airport that don't have water nor air condition, no sanitary condition, plus it has black mold. That's for certain that Cameron Edgecombe of SES has COVID-19 and is in hospital. We know that the Mexicans in the hundreds came to the same airport without being tested before they came here. We know that. Don't care what Baker's Bay say or this F&M government. They're absolutely weightless and untrustworthy. We can't believe nothing this Prime Minister said, nor the incompetent job that he's doing. We can talk about that. That shows you what his lack of legacy shall be. But the airport here, no monies have been spent to bring it up to international standard, yet it has been open and closed. The good thing is being closed. It has black mold in it. So if FES partner has traveled through this airport, shouldn't they have some contact tracing? Shouldn't somebody say something? He not only traveled through here once, he was traveling through here several times while having the virus. Boy. All thanks to Dr. Livingston Marshall. All praise goes to Livingston Marshall if he is worthy of this praise. But it should be damnation and curse be bestowed upon Dr. Livingston Marshall. Because we already know, a week ago, that Cameron Edgecombe visited Baker's Bay, yet the Bahamian workers are still going over there by the hundred. Where's the contact tracing? Dr. Marshall is furiously trying to catch up, calling people that been in contact with the Mexicans to go and be tested. But what about the people that been in contact with Edgecombe that also was on Baker's Bay? This is how it gets started. And the authorities could stay there and give a useless, weightless press conference that don't mean nothing. Because if you have a law and you don't enforce it, what's the sense of having the law? Just like Dr. Marshall told them, the boat driver, the taxi driver, the plane that flew the Mexican out, to tell these people that the Mexican have asthma. Dr. Marshall know that this boy didn't have no asthma. So if you lie to people under the incompetent authority, you have committed a crime. And you also can soldier up to sue Baker's Bay. They are the culprit of the first known set of COVID-19 in Abaco. And Dr. Livingston Marshall, every time you look at a picture of dirty, crooked, self-dealing, buying out government official, you imagine Dr. Marshall could have the police come to Baker's Bay have the police to tell Bakers Bay employee what to write and send a statement in on Kai Mills to get me locked up because I speak about the corruption? Well then, all those people that soldiered up to silence Kai Mills on behalf of the money and the greed of Bakers Bay, because of the same Dr. Marshall that bucketed up to make y'all to commit crime, to have me lock up, to kidnap me, to put me before the courts. All of y'all, because of Dr. Livingston Marshall, your life may not be your own anymore. Because some people survive COVID-19 and some are on their way to Christless hell. Be prepared to meet your maker because of the doings of the Prime Minister of this country and Dr. Livingston Marshall, that the head health official could say that she had absolutely no sample, no letter, no doctor's advice, nothing. Zero of these Mexicans coming in. And she's supposed to have it in her poisons before hours before they come to the Bahamas. They were in the Bahamas and she still didn't get any report. That is the incompetent Prime Minister's fault, because he was solely the one man that, and the only man that could give the Mexicans authority to come into the Bahamas. That's why I am asking for the most honorable Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas to humbly resign. If your minister broke your rules, 3 instance, he was asked to hand in his resignation. Well, since the rest of the minister ain't got the balls to ask you to resign, Kai Mills, acting Member of Parliament for North Abaco, is asking you, Mr. Prime Minister, please humbly give in your resignation. We are tired of your incompetency and you're running this country in the ground. Please, sir, hand in your resignation. So again, I am appealing to the American authorities, the world, and United Nations on the corrupt dealings of this F&M government in this country. I know within my hearts of hearts, they're gonna try everything and anything to silence me, because they just now recognize that when I hit send, the world is now watching my videos on YouTube and Facebook. And all the corrupt officials in the police force, defense force, the F&M minister, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Darren Enfield, that just as corrupt as the rest of them, he is representing the country to the world, but he is not representing his people on Abaco. You imagine the Minister of Foreign Affairs, 11 months in, haven't made sure that his people got water, don't have electricity, nor has Darren Enfield had a meeting with his people, nor after 1,000 died, Darren Enfield stood on the hill and waved at his people. Never give any remorse, no sympathetic gesture after losing their loved ones, and he held them hostage in a trailer for 9 months. That is corruption, lack of heart, lack of soul, lack of compassion at the top. This is the Foreign Affairs Minister under Darren Enfield. That is why Kai is running, because I am given the information that the Minister of Foreign Affairs, who has been elected by the people of North Abaco, he ought to be cameran up on national radio and television to alert Abaco that we are not, by no means, COVID-19 free. He has the information, he has the data, he has the result, but has not informed the people of North Abaco that elected him to speak on their behalf. That is why Kai Mills is saying that I shall and will defeat the nightmare of the Member of Parliament for North Abaco, who is the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Kai Mills will rid Abaco of this vexing nightmare forever. We shall never have another MP that doesn't live amongst us, that we see the backs of our MP more than the front. Everything that I've said through the universal God that give me utterance and some insight into the future. That is why Kai can speak with such authority, fearless, because I speak not for me. I speak for people that need somebody to speak for them in a time such as this. This FNM government, this Prime Minister, it will go down in the history as the worst in the history of this country. Ring the bell, Mr. Prime Minister. We are ready, willing, capable, and able to get rid of you in just 1 second of the poll being opening. The people of the Bahamas will say enough of this weightless, useless, gutless, uncaring Prime Minister, Member of Parliament for North Abaco. You may shut me up, but the people shall speak. Come election, ring the bell. Ring the bell, y'all used to say. Well, now y'all time. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Ring the bell. Abaco is ready to get rid of this weight-nothing MP and weightless FNM Prime Minister and this weightless government. Ring the bell. Ring it loud and ring it clear. Kai is ready, and the people of Abaco indeed is ready for new government to chart a new course, because the course we are now, we are all doomed. One Kai, I always say, and don't be shy. Kai cares. That is why I'm still here.